Exodus 38, the tabernacle completed. Then Bezalel made the altar of burnt offerings of acacia wood. Its top was square, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide and 3 cubits high. And he made its horns, horn-shaped projections of the 4 corners of it. The horns were of one piece, and he overlaid it with bronze. Remember, all this is going to be bronze from what we read. He made all the utensils and vessels, the pots, the shovels, the basins, the meat hooks, and the fire pans. He made all his utensils of bronze. He made for the altar a grating of bronze mesh under its rim, extending halfway up it. He cast 4 rings for the 4 corners of the bronze grating as corners for the carrying poles. And he made the carrying poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. He put the poles through the rings on the sides of the altar with which to carry it. He made it hollow with planks. Bezalel made the basin and its base of bronze from the mirrors of the attending women who served and ministered at the doorway of the tent of meeting. Then he made the court for the south side. The curtains of the court were of fine twisted linen, 100 cubits. There are 20 support poles, and there are 20 bronze sockets, and the hooks of the support poles and their connecting rings were silver. And for the north side of the court, the curtains were also 100 cubits. There are 20 support poles, 20 bronze sockets, and the hooks of its support were silver. For the west side of the court, there were curtains of 50 and 10 support poles, and their 10 sockets, and the hooks of the support were made of silver. For the east side, there were curtains of 50 cubits, and the curtains for one side of the court were 15 cubits, with their 3 support poles and their 3 sockets. And the same for the other side. The left and right of the court gates contains of 15 cubits with their 3 support poles and 3 sockets. All the curtains around the court were fine twisted linen. The sockets for the support poles were made of bronze. The hooks of the support poles and their connecting rings were made of silver, and the poles overlaid their tops. All the support poles of the court had silver connecting rings. The screen for the gate of the courtyard was the work of an embroiderer in blue, purple, and scarlet fabric and fine twisted linen. It was 20 cubits long and 5 cubits high, corresponding to the curtains of the court. Their 4 support poles and their 4 sockets were bronze, and their hooks were silver, and silver overlaid their tops and their connecting rings. All the pegs for the tabernacle of the court were bronze. He got this all done, didn't he? The cost of the tabernacle. This is the sum of the things for the tabernacle. The tabernacle of the testimonies accounted according to the command of Moses for the work of the Levites under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. Now Bezalel, the son of Ur, the son of Hur, the tribe of Judah, made everything the Lord commanded Moses. With him was Oliab, the son of the tribe of Dan, an engraver, a skilled craftsman, an embroiderer in blue and in purple and in scarlet fabric and fine linen. All the gold that was used for the work and all the building and the furnishing of the sanctuary, the gold from the wave offering, was 29 talents and 730 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary. The silver from all those congregations who were assembled and counted was 100 talents and 1,775 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. A bekah for each man, that is half a shekel, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, was counted for every man 20 years up, was 603,550 men. The 100 talents of silver were for casting the sockets of the sanctuary and the sockets of the veil. 100 sockets for the 100 talents, a talent for a socket. And of the 1,775 shekels, he made hooks for their support, overlaid with rings. The bronze of the wave offering was 70 talents and 2,400 shekels. With it, Bezalel made the socket for the doorway of the tent of meeting, and the bronze and all the utensils of the altar, the sockets of the court all around, and the sockets of the court gates, and all the pegs of the tabernacle. Okay, let me do a quick look. Okay, again, this is just Google. This is not exact, but just to get an idea, you're reading, if you estimate the gold used to build the tabernacle in the Old Testament at $1,333 per ounce, the total cost today would be about $43 million. That's a lot. And then here's another one that's 43 million. This is 10 billion without labor. So, yeah. God didn't go cheap on that, did he? Not at all. And then, you know what? They had too much. They had too much of supplies and too much of money for that. That's beautiful. This is your daily Bible chapter reading God's Word Monday through Friday. See you tomorrow.